Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Classic Men Rise. Yeah, the master teacher did it again. Master teacher, he did a video. And the video's in the description box if y'all want to know what I'm talking about, if y'all don't already know. But basically, he said that we gotta drop the educated lame title. Stop claiming that shit. And he said from educated lame to classic man. That shit is genius. And and it wasn't just BGS. He said he was talking with some guys during a Google Hangout, and that's been a issue. Just the whole term lame, and we needed a term to really talk about the educated black man, because no disrespect to from my brothers from other mothers, but that's been a major issue. That's been a major issue with the educated, maybe more intellectually, more cerebral black men. Now, I had come up with the term thinking black man, but that's still, yeah, it can still be used, but I would actually personally defer to the term classic man because I think it encompasses a lot more. Yes, there can still be a thinking black man, which talks about educated black men. But what about the blue collar men? What about the men who may be self educated, the autodidactic men? Uh, that's my word to trip over for today, but y'all know what I'm talking about. What about? I think the thing is, the beauty of the term classic man is that it's a big tent because it's more than just a title, but it's a way of a man carrying himself. In the video, which I definitely need to check out. BGS talked about men pulling up their pants, taking it to another level, dressing classy, even the gangsters. Now I've said on here about my grandfather. He was more on that bad boy side, but that dude could dress. I'd go over to see him on the weekends and stuff, and you know, grandfather be up chilling. He be in the house, got his nice shirt on, pressed shirt, sweater, have his little pipe. That brother wasn't no joke. Cause even in like BGS said, even back in the day, the gangsters were fly too. But it is about taking it to a new level. Cause even with that pulling up the pants thing, I mean that shit has gotten so bad. I've seen dudes I know to be professional walking around showing half their ass. In fact, there was a video I saw on social media, and it was about a popular frat. They were showing a step show, and half those Bammers had their damn, literally had their asses out. As one of my cousins would say, big black asses waving in the air. And these supposed to be, these didn't even look like college students. These look like graduates. So, I mean, that classic man about just how we're carrying ourselves, how we're dressing, also being educated, educated, um, or blue collar, that's still respectable. About being respectable, about being gentlemen. It used to be cool to be a gentleman. But I don't know, the times, especially starting with that whole crack era. Make being kind of scuzzy looking like cool. But it's saying something for a man to just have that discipline, just to clean up right, just to carry himself a certain way. In fact, it's a masculine trait because it's discipline. It takes a certain discipline to keep yourself looking like dressed up, and keeping your clothes up and all of that. And this is not to say you got to be some fly, dapper Dan to be a classic man, but it really is a standard, and it whatever I mean, however we want to define it, because like I said, I see a classic man as being a big tent. It can include the Ipmore brothers, as my brother Alvin pointed out. It can include the blue collar brothers. It can include the thinking black man, as I promote. And I'm gonna be honest. It can even include. I know people got problems with thugs, but to be honest, there are a lot of thugs out there who know their lives are fucked up and they're trying to go in a different way. This gives them something to do. So I'll say the reformed bad boys. And yeah, there's plenty of dudes who do it. There's plenty of dudes. I mean, we all know about Malcolm X. That that dude gave bad boy like a whole new meaning. And he was rolling back in the 30s and stuff, doing Detroit Red. So this is something for them. I mean, it's a big tent, but whatever, however someone wants to define it, because I'm sure more videos will come out with a definition. The bottom line is, kill that lame shit, educated lame. That gotta be. There's two problems with that. One, that men would accept it, black men would accept it, and two, women, particularly black women, calling somebody lame. I mean, seriously, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I'm like, wait a minute. A man had enough discipline to get an education, to work at his craft. And I'll say work at his craft. I'm gonna say work at his craft because you do have some guys out here who might not have been formally educated, but they worked at whatever craft that they had. Because you still gotta work. Stayed out of trouble, and all because you know they might not have looked a certain way or had that raw sex appeal that many women looking for. They call it lame. That's some bullshit. It's like, look, if a woman don't want him, fine. But lame, a man who's accomplished something. I'm sorry, if any man who reaches a point where he mastered some craft or in the process of mastering is far from lame. And especially educated, that's an oxymoron right there. Because when you think about it, right, education with most civilized women is recognized as an accomplishment. You know, I have a good friend. I had a good friend, just you know, from Nigeria. In fact, I've known a lot of Nigerians, and he knows who he is. He knows who he is, right? Because he'll talk about my videos and stuff. We'll talk about my videos when we talk. But he told me, he said, shoot, Nigeria, intelligence is respected. And I've heard the same sentiment from many black men continental African men. You know, I've heard the same sentiment from many Asian men from Asian countries, from Latin countries, in the white community. But oh no, we get here African American women. Shit, gonna call you lame? No, it's unacceptable. So it's unacceptable that they're doing it, but they're going to do what they're going to do. But it's unacceptable that men accept that label. No, no more. And this is it. This is it. This is it. Classic man. All right, that's where we're going from here. You know. And I said I never liked the term educated lame any damn way. But like I said, I would use it more for a reference. And thankful, I extend thanks. I bow with you know, my fist in my hand to the master teacher BGS and to the brothers who they put into this nonsense. I bow my head to them. Bow the head, hand over fist to them. Because one of the important things for any man, and this is any man regardless of his race, culture, and circumstances, is to define himself, to know who he is, to know his own value. And using the term lame is a disempowering term. It's never been good. But classic man, that's powerful. So, all I have to say with this video is classic men rise. Let's make this stick. Yeah, this started on YouTube, but you know what? YouTube now is what television used to be back in the day when we had like three channels. And the beauty of it is we don't have to go through a news organ or, try to find some reporter. We can put this out there. We know, yeah, this is starting on YouTube, but we know when, we out somewhere and you have some 10-year-old boys, with their pants up talking about, yeah, I'm gonna be a classic man. Shit, that's when you know. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's kill that term. We need some of those brothers who do those funeral videos and stuff. Let's have a funeral for that word. Educated lame. No more. Classic man rise. Peace.